Yesterday I played with a band for the first time in a long time, and we were playing the song Kids by MGMT. And then when I came home, I was pretty enthusiastic about playing, and I thought this sounds like a pretty simple song. Let me try to make this on my Synthstrom Deluge. And that was pretty simple. I think in about an hour, I banged out some kind of cover version of the song. And now I was thinking, why don't I make a video about this? First of all, because it's fun to make a video. Second of all, because I really want to make some promotion about the Synthstrom Deluge. I really love this device. And also maybe I can get some other people enthusiastic about this device, and maybe I can teach some tricks to other people who are starting with the Synthstrom Deluge. Why do I love the Deluge? Well, I've been messing around with instruments and recording and covering songs for a long time, and one of the hardest things is to get the idea from your head and put it into a recording. Typically, you would use a DAW on a laptop for that. You would record different tracks separately. You would maybe make a drum track in some kind of plugin or use a drum machine. All in all, this process is quite involved. If you do everything in the laptop just with an interface, maybe one microphone, it's relatively simple. But then you still have the dimension of using a laptop, which for me is quite distracting. On one hand, you have just all the things coming in, a new email pop-up, maybe somebody who starts chatting with you. I also get really distracted by all the possible options in the different DAWs that are out there. It's just, you can do everything. There's so many options to pick from. There's so many things to tweak. I get completely lost and distracted by that. There's also a ton of plugins that you can use. Then each plugin, just finding the best plugin and installing it will distract you, finding the good settings for the plugin, finding the right instruments. There's just so much that you can get distracted by on a laptop. So I really love just working on the Deluge because it's portable, it has a battery, you just plug in a headphone and you're basically up and running. And you can do quite a lot with this device. It has a lot of effects built in. You can get to a pretty good stage translating a rough idea from your head into some kind of performance or recording. You won't exactly get to a finished state. For that, you probably still want to import the song into a DAW, add the finishing touches and before putting it out there. But you can do quite a lot. And also the Deluge, once you've mastered the basic level of the controls, it is really very intuitive. So time to put that to the test and time to make a cover version of the song Kids by MGMT on the Deluge, and let's see how long it takes me to crank out a basic version of this song. A little word about the gear I'm using for the nerds out there. So I'm using the Synthstrom Deluge. It's powered by a USB plug. I use the headphone out to plug it into my trusty Zoom H4n Pro, which is recording a stereo version of whatever is coming out of the Deluge. And then I also have a Shure SM58 plugged into the Zoom that is recording my voice. And I might add some audio also from the camera, which is a Osmo Pocket, which I added on a very crappy tripod and a Gorilla grip because I didn't have the right adapter. So I hope there's not too much camera shake while recording this. So that's about it for the gear. About the song is actually pretty simple. Most of the song, there's only 4 chords. It's A, F, C, and G with maybe a B thrown in there in the last bar. And there's 2 kinds of bridges in the song. One bridge is just the same chords but played very, very mellow. And then the second bridge is this kind of weird, trippy sequence where you have this ascending sequence of chords, which is basically just playing the different chords of the key, which is F, G, A minor, B, C, D, F, G. There's probably a minor in there somewhere, but it doesn't really matter. The melody, I'm just going to play that by ear. I'm not going to write that out. And over the second bridge, there's also this really trippy melody that I didn't bother to fully analyze. I'm just going to make something up there that sounds kind of similar. Yeah, and that's basically it. So let's get to it. So we'll start it off. I have a brand new patch. So let's start it off with a drum track. And first of all, I'm going to find the right sound. So this is like here 808 or something. That sounds pretty good. And the drum is actually pretty simple. Let's enable the metronome here. Tempo sounds about right. And there's really not that much more to this song. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this so it becomes 16 bars and add some variations after the 8 bar and at the end of the 16 bars. So this is 1 bar, we're going to copy it, double, so now we have 2 bar, 4 bar, 8 bar, and 16 bars. Zoom in. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here I want to add a variation. Very simple. And also at the end, I believe it goes something like this. All right. And maybe just to polish it, I want to add a little bit of reverb on this. Maybe increase the dampening a bit. And disable the metronome. All right, so we basically have our drum track. Now let's do the melody. And for the melody, I'm gonna start with a new synth sound. Shit. Maybe let's save this. I'm gonna call this 3 Kids because it's the third time I did this. All right, for the melody, I'm just gonna play it by ear, but I want a new sound though. So there, I created a new synth sound, like initialize the patch basically. So it sounds very simple. I'm just gonna first record the melody and then tweak the sound a bit. I'm gonna enable the keyboard. So this gives you like a guitar-like infinite keyboard that you can play on the Synthstrom. The song, I'm gonna play it in A, which is not the key of the original song, but it's just a bit easier to play on bass or on guitar if I ever want to add some of that later. So let's put the key to A. Now it's in A major, so let's change the key to minor. So okay, let's record that. All right. I think I probably exceeded the 16 bars, so it probably made this track a bit too long, so I have to cut it a bit. All right. So now we have the melody in a rough shape. Let's tweak the sound a bit by playing with the filter. So lower the volume a bit. Add some reverb. Add some delay. Maybe add some saturation. Sounds pretty good to me. Maybe take out a little bit of treble. is always the drums for me. The melody I'm gonna make red. I am also going to add a little bit of vibrato to the melody. All right, now we have to do the bass. Actually, this preset 0 here that's built into the Synthstrom is pretty awesome for bass for this song. I'm just, instead of recording this live, I'm just gonna draw this on the grid of the Synthstrom. All right, let's double this. Now, of course, this isn't the right bass, so the original song, it has like this arpeggiator going on, or it actually sounds more like this. I'm not gonna play this manually, so I'm just gonna add an arpeggiator. Turn on the arpeggiator. Turn the octave to 2, gate full open, and this should already sound better. Oh, we need to set the rate to 8s. Let's see how this sounds. Added a little bit of reverb. That sounds pretty decent already. I think we covered the intro, the verse, and the chorus. Now, if we take this same clip, let's make this purple. If we take the same clip and we copy it, and we turn off the arpeggiator, we can use this for the bridge. Let's turn off the drums. I just like the filter to open or close slower here and be a bit more drippy. So envelope 1 is what, or sorry, envelope 2 is what controls the filter. Let's turn the sustain to 0, increase the decay to about 40, and listen to that. A lot better. Tweak the filter a bit so it's a bit fatter. All right, that's our bridge. Let's give that another color. We're also going to need a different drum for the bridge. So I'm going to copy the drum track, move it down one lane, give it the same color, enable it. Let's cut this down. So I'm just going to do a bass drum here, something like this. What's going on? Okay, let's just cut down to the first bar. maybe make the kick a little bit less clicky. All right, so that's our bridge here. So if we press this, the bridge is going to play, and here we have the parts of the verse and the chorus. Next up, we're going to do the second bridge. I'm going to use the same drum for that. Clear whatever we have here. Right, clear. So the chords here is basically F, G, A, B, C, D, F, G. So let's find the F here. Here, okay, so let's draw this again. Let's enable this part. Okay, and I want to add one bar to this, like basically hold that last note. All right. Let's give that another color. Yeah, let's make it red. Good. Maybe let's make it easy to shift, and let's switch between different parts. So let's also copy the drum from bridge 1. Copy that here. So then if we push this, we play bridge 1. If we push this, we play bridge 2. And here we have the separate parts that we can toggle for the verse and the chorus. But we still need a melody for the second bridge. And for that, I'm just gonna copy our melody that we have here, I believe. Yep, copy that. Also make this red. I'm gonna delete whatever's in here. And here I'm just gonna improvise basically. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do something that sounds like this. So let's draw that out. Enable this part. But it has to be a lot quicker. All right, and let's just draw something like this. That sounds like this. Let's keep going down. Once more, go down. Then let's go back up. Not very original here, but I think it works. maybe end on this. I have to extend it a bit. Okay, it just needs to be longer. Guessing it's going to be something like that. Let's check. Yeah, has the same length. Looks good. Let's play that now. Sounds good. All right, I think we have all the elements now of the whole song. And one of the super cool things about the Deluge is that you're not stuck to just toggling the different clips to play a song. You can actually enter a arranger mode where you can record when you toggle certain parts on and off. And you can also record whatever automation or effects you're tweaking during the recording. And to do that, let's just enable the parts we're going to start with, which is the drum and the melody. And then we just press record and song, and it's going to start recording whatever we do and whatever parts we turn on or off. So yeah, let's go for it. So the structure I'm going to try to play here is intro, 2 verses, then a chorus, 2 verses, then bridge 1, again 2 verses, then bridge 2, and then again 2 verses. And I think I'm actually verse and chorus. I always switch around these words. So whenever I say verse, I probably mean chorus. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You'll get it. Let's do this. Oh, one more thing for the verses, I believe is the correct word. So this is when the singer is usually doing his thing. So there I will disable the melody, and I will also tweak the filter a bit so the verse sounds a bit more laid back. All right, let's record this. Play with the filter a bit. Let's start heading towards the chorus again. Verse 2. Okay, now let's go to the bridge. So let's play with the filter a bit. Let's go back to the chorus. Let's go to the second bridge. For the outro, let's just drop the bass. And then disable the drum. And that's it. There you have it. And now if we look at the structure that we recorded in the arrangement view, let's save this. If we just press play, we're going to get exactly what we performed just now. Here comes the bass. Melody will drop off now. You can hear also that the automation that I did with the filter was recorded. Now the great thing is this structure is still editable. So if I want to change the structure, if I want to change the effects or basically anything in this recording, I can do it. I can just go into a random clip. Suppose here at the end, for example, in the melody, I don't like that it's playing the end part. I can just take this. So this is once the melody and then again. And then again. So this is the last few bars of the song. There's two things that annoy me. First, the melody, I was very sloppy, so let's fix that. And that's going to fix it for all the places where this melody is used. So this note here I'd like to have a bit earlier. Let's see how that sounds. I'm also not sure if this note here is correct, so let's move that down and see how that sounds. Well, that's definitely not better. Undo. Let's just enable tap tempo for a moment. Metronome, I mean. Okay, so now we improved that melody for the whole song. So now if we want to edit the single instance of this melody, I can just shift press it, and that creates a copy of it that I can edit independently of the other melody clips. So then I can zoom in, go to the end, delete these notes. So now this becomes... Let's record that to get the timing right. Okay. And that's about it. We got basically the whole song now. So if you followed along this far, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, let me know. If you want me to do another one of these, comment, put any song requests that you might have. I really enjoy doing this. If anybody enjoys watching this, or if anybody learns anything from this, I'd be very happy to make another one of these videos. As they say on all other professional YouTube channels, like and subscribe, and see you later.